So we just done with the chat with Sowmya and moving to Kirti. Her baby is summer now. So Kirti, go ahead. Comfortable to talk in English, then go ahead in English. If not,
Yes.
Hindi as well is fine.
Yes. Yeah, so I was telling that he's not comfortable with sweets. Like first I used to give him, he used to take, but from last 2-3 months, he's not, like he's spitting it again and again.
Can you tell me what sweets?
Like I used to give him ragi porridge, sometimes with vegetable porridge, and by sometimes adding dates sugar.
Okay.
Sugar made up of dates.
I know. You get date sugar. Have you not tried jaggery?
Not yet.
Okay. Start trying different sugars. Don't restrict yourself to one sugar. Like for example, when I made cinnamon apple porridge, or I think I made a kheer, right? I made that kesar pista kheer, which I had posted on Instagram. I had used honey. Even when I made carrot halwa, I'd used honey. And what I saw was recently the honey that I bring, I usually buy organic stuff. But the honey, what happens is it crystallizes sometimes because of the temperature. So it was not like the usual honey that you see in all the ads. It wasn't like that. And I gave him and he was like, I don't want it again. I mean, that's his expression.
Yeah.
So I was like, does he not like the flavor of honey? So I didn't give him again in this week, but I will reintroduce it. So what I would suggest is, do not limit your thing to sweet because a mango is also sweet.
Yes.
So don't categorize it. He may not like date syrup maybe, or the date sugar that you're referring to, but not necessarily sweet as a flavor.
Okay.
So just a tip to all mommies is every food has different flavors. Like, when you say my baby doesn't like Loki. Now Loki has a very different flavor. Okay. Now the way you make Loki will make the baby like it differently. Like, I don't know whether you know that Loki ka bartha bhi banta hai.
Yes.
Okay. Loki can be also made in a Mangalorean style, which maybe the baby likes, which you have tried. Okay. Maybe the baby doesn't like the Loki, which is with only Zira. Okay. So we as mommies need to identify, okay, what, flavor makes more sense. Just give me a minute. My daughter is just doing something. Really sorry. She wanted a permission to go to the playground.
Okay.
Okay. And Kirti, here, right? So don't limit yourself to giving only the date syrup. Change it to jaggery. You will get palm jaggery. Since you're closer to Nasik, you will get palm jaggery. So you also get palm jaggery syrups. So I have ordered from Amazon. And in the offlet, you will see a few recipes because I think a lot mothers do not know a lot of products that are in the market. Like, for example, there is a pasta called as Ozro. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, or is it orzo? But it is a kind of pasta which looks like a rice. Now, I did not find very good brands during my search, but I'm sure there must be. So I will also try that out. So it's about how do you try variety, in the limitations than whatever you have. Because when you stay in a metro, what happens is, the accessibility becomes lot. Because right now, asparagus is sitting in my fridge. And I'm like, okay, I have to do it. So maybe tomorrow. And I need to see how Azriel reacts to asparagus. Because I have never cooked it in my house till now. So I myself know, okay, I have decided, okay, this is the recipe that I will do it, which is going to be more Chinese in nature. When I say, whenever I use garlic or, in that aspects, I always call it Chinese. And it's not to have a lot of Indian flavors to it, no Indian masalas in it. Or I will not put any Italian flavors in it. And it's more like a vegetable stir fry. So when you go to a restaurant and you get a, exotic vegetable stir fry, so that's something that I'm planning to try. And I've never cooked asparagus, so it's a try for me only. Like it's a new thing for me to cook at home. So now I don't know how Angela is going to react to it, how Azriel is going to react to it, but yes, I have to try.
Yes. And I had one more question.
Go ahead.
Yeah, there are many companies like Slurrrp Farm, then Bluff something. Like, is it good to use it? Like, how should we react to it?
I wouldn't say using a product for your benefit when you have less time will impact.
Yes.
So for example, it's always better when you buy fresh. Like for example, if you had a garden and in the garden you have tomatoes, if you remove the tomatoes and cook, of course it's amazing than you buying tomatoes from the market, right?
Yes.
But it's not possible. We do not have the time, we don't have the patience to do that when we have lot many other responsibilities. So let's say you want to use a brand which you just said, like Slurrrp Farm or Baby Burp. There are many. There's n number of brands that are coming up which have tags of organic, safe. Use it, but mindfully. Like for example, okay, I'll give you a simplest example. You bring turmeric at home.
Yes.
Do you bring dry turmeric and powder it and use?
No, not really.
Absolutely. Think about salt. We bring salt.
Yes.
We don't know how it is made. Neither will have will you ever make salt yourself? So
No.
it's okay for us to use for our use, provided you're doing it mindfully. Let's say you have done it this week, you've used Slurrrp. Next, do it after a week. Don't do it every day you're using it.
Yes.
So alternate. Use that as your options to give options to your baby. Okay.
Right.
I did try their millet noodles. It was amazing. Okay.
Yes, they are amazing. Yeah.
Their food was nice. So because I couldn't make out the stark difference between a millet noodles versus a regular noodle. So my question is, okay, then why should I go for a regular noodle? Now we do not know how to make noodles. Otherwise, making a millet noodle is not difficult. It's similar. For a South Indian, I will not go and buy a batter. I will not buy from, let's say, ID batter. Okay, I'll make dosas myself. Even if it is masala dosa, uttapam, blah, 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 blah. Okay. But for somebody who's in North India getting the option of an ID batter, of course you'll go for it. No, because okay, it's going to be the perfect one. So that's why, only best thing that I will tell the mothers is read the ingredients, read the expiry, read by when you have to empty it. Like don't keep stocking it, because what happens is even the atta that we use, right? What happens is we tend to bring 5 kilos of atta, 10 kilos of atta, right? Which is with the brand names. I'm not talking about. But what happens is more you store. There is also a saying or a fact that as you store more, the nutritional value drops. But even if you go to a kirana shop and you tell him saying that, can you give me गेहूं लेके अगर पीसना भी है तो आपको 5 किलो तो मंगवाना ही होगा. 1 किलो तो कोई नहीं देगा. तो that's why there are products in the market जो आपको घर पे चक्की 1 किलो का मिल सकता है. वैसे प्रोडक्ट्स भी बने हैं. Everything, right, has its nutritional value. Like for example, since we don't read a lot, like for example, carrot, everybody will say that, you should eat it raw, you should eat it raw. But did you know that carrot's nutritional value increases if it is steamed and boiled?
Okay.
Surprising but true. वैसे ही सोचिए क्या सब खाते हैं, which we may not be even knowing. Like, we eat onion garlic. But onion garlic, there are few people who don't eat onion garlic because it has medicinal value. So it's like this. If you eat crocin every day, what happens? It stop reacting to your body when it comes to it as a medicine, right?
Medicine.
There is a concept similarly. Like, if you continuously consuming, your body is already accepting it. It's not going to consider it as a, a product or a vegetable for its health benefits. So that's how, different things are. I mean, we have to read a lot, Kirti. I mean, there's so much of knowledge, and with the time that we all have, it's always a struggle. So since I love the space of food, and I love reading about, what is good, what is bad. And for me, like, my family always tells me that Rashmita looks at food ki, okay, isme kya itna nutrition hai, ye protein hai, ye carbs hai, ye okay, fats hai, ye processed food hai, ye pyramid ke upar hai, niche hai. That's how I look at food. So with that, I also look at flavors so that it becomes flavorful and meals are happy meal time.
Yes.
I'm sure that you will definitely, agree, because you have not seen Azriel being a picky eater. Comes to his eating. Also, one fact that I just was reading recently is the other thing is some children have very good smell. Their ability of smells buds are very good, which helps them to eat better. So that is very good. So you can start, experimenting with the food where the smell is enhanced. So what happens is when the smell is enhanced, the baby might start liking that as well. So you have to see what can you add from the smell perspective. So when you're cooking, don't always look as tongue as your senses, but also the nose as well as your eyes. Because the baby will not focus on eyes. But as soon as baby turns 2, then eyes also becomes very important. Just a tip for you.
Yes.
Okay. So anything else, Kirti?
Actually, yes. Again, one more question.
Go ahead.
Like I see in your videos that Azriel is able to eat by himself. Yeah. But I also teach him. I'm not like forcing him to eat by himself. I like feeding him. Yeah.
Okay. So the first thing is, how do you eat your food?
By myself.
That I know. आप खाना खाते हो या चम्मच से खाते हो?
नहीं, by spoon.
Okay.
Yeah, with help of
do you eat with him?
Yes, sometimes. He usually eats with his grandfather.
Okay. So
and they eat with hand. Yeah.
Correct. There you there you have an answer. There you have an answer. So what you need to do is start introducing somebody around him with the spoon. You can start doing activities with the spoon, because he's a year, right? So you can do more skill activities where, let's say, आप राजमा ले लो, okay? राजमा को spoon से उठाओ और डब्बे में डालो. Okay? That is an activity to enhance his skill. So क्या होगा कि his fingers have different grip. So like for example, to grab a phone, your grip is this, right? This is easier for the baby, because you must have seen पहले उन लोगों ने बड़े चीजें उठाने शुरू किए, because this was okay. Then you would observe by 10 months they will start with this, the pincer grip. It's called a pincer grip. Okay, so you have to better it, because with Angela we did not give her to eat by herself. I was not at home, so it was specially feeding, right? So I have seen a stark difference because of he being able to eat by himself. Because when I started, right, the first time I gave him to try was when he was 6 months. So I bought this puffs, okay, and I had introduced him just before my travel to Maldives. I had bought that, and I saw that he was not even interested to pick it. And I was, trying to tell him, this is how you pick, this is how you eat, because that's how I teach my baby. And you've seen a glimpse of how I teach. And my mom was like, why are you wasting time? Ho jayega 10 mahine mein. And I was like, Mommy, let I know. So, yes, I know that, I always say that, my mom knows a lot. And I feel, my parenting is a combination of traditional and modern. So I
Modern
said
both.
to her, but then if I feel something is not right scientifically, then I read. Okay, and
Yes.
then I, implement something which is Rashmita's type.
Yes.
So it's like that. Like, for example, right now I'm doing potty training. I did not potty train my daughter. It was my mom.
Okay.
So now it is,
Yes.
I'm not following any person's videos that are there. I'm just following my style. Like, and if
Yes.
it's amazing, I can share it with all of you. So what I will
Yes.
suggest is start bringing him toys or start playing with
Mhm.
him, which is, helping him to enhance his ability of pincer. Because he already is using pincer. But आप
Yes.
उसको चम्मच नहीं दे रहे हो, right? And you're
Yes.
not eating with him with the spoon. Like right
Yes.
now, if I tell you the truth, as soon as he's at
Yes.
the table, okay,
Mhm.
he will also sign saying that spoon kahan hai bhai.
Yes.
Because I know I eat with my hand. I don't use a spoon
Yes.
for everything. But let's say if I do pasta
Yes.
and all that, I use. But
Yes.
my food
Yes.
starts with a salad. So salad मैं हाथ में नहीं खा सकती. Salad के लिए मैं तो चम्मच use करूंगी.
हाँ.
Aniket, anything and everything he uses a spoon. So, and we all sit
Yes.
together, right? So it becomes easier for him to observe things from different places. So what I would suggest is you also eat with him. Slowly it will happen. और क्या करो? Just because he doesn't eat, spoon उनके पास रखना बंद मत करो. Keep it at the
Okay.
side. Give him the option for it. Like for example, when I send tiffin to Angela, pasta is something that will get dry by the time she eats. So I always
Yes.
give her the option of a fork as well as a spoon. Because I don't know what she will be comfortable in school to eat. Right?
Eating, yes.
So in parenting also, let's say कि you have made two things. सोचो आपने दाल बनाया है with लौकी और आपने और एक सब्जी बनाया, right? And let's say you know that your baby doesn't like the लौकी की सब्जी, but your baby
Yes.
is, okay to eat, let's say मेथी की सब्जी, right? So and if you're serving both, it's okay if the baby is eating the methi ka sabzi. Yes, it's
Yes.
like a bigger portion and eating like 2 spoons of the dal with log. So give them the variety and it's okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, next question. I'm waiting.
Should I give him maida? Like his grandparents are not allowing me to give maida, besan. I don't offer every day, of course, but in 15 days or 10 days, like, is it okay to give maida and besan?
Besan, I don't see any problem. I think the grandparents may be thinking from a perspective of gas. So besan
Yes.
दे रहे हो सुबह के टाइम में दे दो तो एक्टिविटीज होने के बाद उनको फिर it will go off because the gas will move out of the body because they are active. और आप उसमें हींग डालो या गार्लिक डालो या जो भी चीजें डालो जो उनको गैस ना फॉर्म है. मैदा is a refined flour, right? Anything refined is not good. Okay,
Not good.
but just because it is not like that, so ice cream is not good, but baby is going to eat someday, right? तो सब दिन नहीं देने वाले हो. So once in a while अगर मैदा का बटूरा बन गया चलेगा.
Okay.
But अगर पूरी बना रहे हो तो इसका बनाओ, आटे का बनाओ. क्यों इसका पूरियां तो आटे की ना, बटूरा इसलिए मैंने आपको बोला बटूरा once in a while बना दो. और आपके फैमिली में ही मैदा कम करो. Like if your atta is 5 kilo used in a week or in 2 weeks, maida should be 1 kilo in the whole month.
Yes, actually, no one eats maida in our house. Only for pav bhaji and like something like that we use. Yes.
Good. Anything else that is coming across your mind?
Not now, but will surely, like, I love your videos. I love Azriel. I show to my husband and he's like, oh, he's so cute.
So my mom when he looks at him always says that I look like him. And because I was also a chubby big baby and when I was 6 months I was as heavy as Azriel.
Yes.
Any other questions? Otherwise, Kirti, I'll take few questions from Instagram also and answer.
Yes, sure.
Okay. So let me just scroll. If you have something, do share. But in the meanwhile, I will also check.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm taking a few questions and just having. So I have one question, which is, ma'am, you have any maid with you or doing all work by yourself now to manage in such a good manner? You are very calm and a beautiful soul. So this is a question which has come from VIN 8729. That's the handle. So I really don't know what your name is. I do have house help, and I would always say, if you have the affordability to have a house help to help yourself, do so. Do not stress yourself. Do not be hard on yourself that I myself should. It's okay to let somebody else help you out, because you need to set your priorities right. If your children are your priorities, then spending time with them is a priority, not being in the kitchen, not cleaning your floor, not cleaning the bathroom or the clothes. So for me, what is my priority is my children, my personal growth. When I say personal growth, I'm talking about professional. So right now I've started influencing mommies on Instagram. I have kickstarted my YouTube. So that becomes my second priority. My third priority becomes myself, that is to do with my fitness, my health. So you have to put a chart for yourself that these are my priorities. And let's say if your priorities are not meeting because of A, B, C, D, E, F, G, Z reasons, you have to pick a solution which is affordable to you. Because this question, I would say, let's say you have less time. Like Sowmya was saying, being a working professional, it becomes challenging. You're going out, you're working, right? How much of money do mommies spend on diapers and wipes? I'm sure a budget of 2,000 to 5,000 in a month, easily, right? But the cost that I am sharing for a food chart, which will give you like, tension-free time, then do that. Like, it's not going to be difficult. It will help you. So you have to figure out what helps you. Like, for example, when I'm in a travel, right? Why am I doing series of travel? Not just for mommies to help you, but I am doing it to help myself. Because I know that, okay, these are the snacks I can carry for Azriel. These are the snacks I can make without any induction cooker or anything. I can make it in a kettle. So that's how I'm helping myself. So for me, my Instagram channel is not just to help the mommies, but to help myself. But my YouTube channel is focused to help the mommies know my way, because my way of parenting is not traditional or just modern. I feel it is a combination of both. Okay, so that's all for today. So Kirti, thank you for joining. Sowmya, you're not here, but thank you for joining. It was an amazing chat, and I'm really happy that we did this. I'm not disappointed that we did not have 10 to 15 people, because I feel having 2 people itself, we had so much to talk.
Yes.
So thank you, Kirti, and have a great week ahead.
Thank you. Same to you.
On Instagram and on YouTube. Bye-bye.
Yes. Bye.